Now we're going to look at how to connect to the style sheet. And the index page I completed to show you what an example of what it would look like. So we're using line 7, where we put in link relationship style sheet to get us to CSS styles.css. Again, it gets more complicated when we get into the inner pages because we're going to need to go up a level and then we're going to need to go down a level into the CSS folder. So we've got to go from pages up to connections, then down into CSS. Let's take a look at the puppies page. And you can see we've got some errors here. I'm going to use the inspect tool here and this little arrow to select or try to select where those random tags are in. And it's not making it easy, which is too bad because this is usually a pretty good way to debug. But these are hard. This is a hard error to find, and I'm going to show you how to find it. The tools in here don't let you find it. Something I'm also using these days to debug, and you should not use it to write code because it's not going to help you learn. But when you can't figure out or find the errors yourself, or you're learning to, you can paste things into ChatGPT. And so it tells you that there are some errors in here. And it identifies the 3: picture of a dog, picture of a snow dog, and styles. So that shows us where those stray comment or those stray closing tags are. Now I could find them just by looking through the code once I realized that they showed up on the other page, but here we have a stray closing tag we don't need. Here we have a stray closing tag we don't need. And these are what are printing on screen. And here we have a stray closing tag we don't need. Now I showed you the OpenAI because you might not look at it and automatically see what's missing. You should try and look through the code first, but if you can't find it, dropping it into ChatGPT and asking it for errors, that's a good use of ChatGPT. You shouldn't use it to write your code for you because you won't learn anything, but to ask it what's wrong, it also explains why there are errors. So now I can save this and I can test it. And the errors are gone. So the next step is to link it here. And to do this, you do link and tab, because in the head section, it knows link is a link to a style sheet. And then we have to do .. This takes us up into the top level. And then I need to go into the CSS and to the style sheets. That's how I get to it. And I can test that. And I can open in the default browser. And my styling has been applied. All right, let's look at the kittens page. The kittens also has those stray tags. We don't need to look it up again because I copied and made some changes to these, but the stray tags are the same error repeated. So we don't need to find it again. But we do need to link to the style sheet. And again, we're doing this a few times because the more you practice, the better you're going to remember. So again, it's going to be link, .. move up to the top level folder, go into the CSS folder, go to styles.css. I'm going to save this. I'm going to test this. and that's working. So we have fixed those stray tag errors and we've connected the style sheets. Get that done? Move on to the next step.